In this episode of the Huberman Lab podcast, Andrew Huberman interviews Dr. James Hollis, a Jungian psychoanalyst and author of several books on self-discovery, relationships, and personal resilience. Dr. Hollis delves into the concept of the self, distinguishing between the self with a capital S and the ego consciousness. He explains that the self is a transcendent mystery, driven by instincts and seeking healing and expression. On the other hand, the ego consciousness is the conscious sense of self that we develop based on our experiences and interactions with the world. Dr. Hollis emphasizes the importance of understanding our sense of self and how it is shaped by our family dynamics, trauma, attachment styles, and unique gifts. He highlights the role of unconscious clusters of energy, known as complexes, in influencing our behaviors and decisions. These complexes can sometimes take over our ego consciousness, leading us to act in ways that may not align with our conscious intentions. Dr. Hollis suggests that individuals start by examining their patterns of behavior and identifying self-defeating or hurtful tendencies. He encourages seeking feedback from close relationships, such as partners or children, to gain insight into how others perceive us. Additionally, paying attention to dreams can provide valuable information about unconscious processes and desires. Dr. Hollis discusses the importance of finding meaning and purpose in life, beyond fulfilling external expectations and obligations. He distinguishes between the question of what the world wants from us and what the soul or psyche desires. He emphasizes that true fulfillment comes from aligning with the deeper yearnings of the soul and expressing one's authentic self in the world. In the midst of daily responsibilities and distractions, Dr. Hollis acknowledges the challenge of finding time for self-reflection and introspection. He suggests setting aside dedicated time each day for reflection, whether through journaling, dream analysis, or simply contemplating one's purpose and existence. He emphasizes the importance of prioritizing self-discovery and inner work, even in the face of external demands and busyness. He mentions spending 15 minutes each morning before starting the day to meditate and work on interpreting dreams. This practice helps individuals to be more present and aware of their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. By reflecting on one's experiences in the evening, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of their internal narratives and motivations. Dr. Hollis acknowledges the pervasive distractions and noise of modern life that can hinder deep reflection and self-discovery. He echoes the sentiment of poet William Wordsworth that the world's demands often lead us to neglect our inner powers and purpose. Despite the challenges, he encourages individuals to make time for inner growth and self-exploration, recognizing that true fulfillment and authenticity lie in aligning with the deeper truths of the self. Dr. Hollis describes the first half of life as a period characterized by reactive living, where individuals are driven by external demands and societal expectations. He suggests that it often takes a crisis, such as a marriage breakdown or depression, for people to pause and reflect on their lives. He emphasizes the importance of courage and humility in facing one's internal struggles and taking accountability for one's actions. Dr. Hollis discusses the role of ego strength and life experience in the process of self-reflection and personal growth. He explains that as individuals mature and accumulate life experiences, they develop the capacity to confront their inner demons and engage in deeper introspection. He highlights the importance of having the courage to confront one's shadow and acknowledge the parts of oneself that are often hidden or denied. Dr. Hollis emphasizes the importance of giving oneself permission to feel, desire, and pursue what truly matters. He challenges the societal conditioning that places conditions on individuals' worth and value, urging people to listen to their inner voice and live authentically. By modeling a life lived with integrity and courage, individuals can inspire others, including their children, to do the same. Dr. Hollis discusses the paradox of loneliness in a hyper-connected world, where individuals are increasingly isolated despite technological advancements. He suggests that true connection comes from being present with oneself and acknowledging one's inner struggles. By finding ways to be alone with oneself and listen to the soul, individuals can combat feelings of loneliness and cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. Dr. Hollis introduces the concept of the shadow, which represents the unconscious aspects of oneself that are often repressed or denied. He explains that the shadow can manifest in personal and collective ways, influencing behavior and relationships. By acknowledging and integrating the shadow, individuals can take responsibility for their actions and gain a deeper understanding of their inner conflicts and motivations. Dr. Hollis suggests that individuals can learn about their shadow by seeking feedback from others, paying attention to dreams, and observing patterns of behavior. He emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for one's shadow and owning up to the unconscious aspects of oneself. By engaging in shadow work, individuals can address unresolved issues, confront their fears, and cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness and authenticity. Dr. Hollis explains that everyone has shadow sides, which can create conflicts in relationships when they clash. He highlights the challenge of addressing one's shadow, especially in a society where few people engage in introspective work. The failure to confront one's shadow can lead to unresolved issues and contribute to the polarization of societies. Dr. Hollis emphasizes the significance of individual growth within the context of relationships. He discusses the paradox of balancing personal values and compromise in relationships. He suggests that sacrificing for the mutual project of a relationship can be more fulfilling than sacrificing for the other person. He also stresses the importance of maintaining a sense of self within a relationship while embracing the otherness of the partner. Dr. Hollis reflects on the challenges faced by marriages, noting that many relationships may not survive due to individuals outgrowing their initial premises. He discusses the concept of starter marriages and the need for renegotiation or dissolution when relationships no longer align with personal growth. He emphasizes the importance of ongoing dialogue and mutual support in relationships to facilitate growth and development. Dr. Hollis explores the societal expectations placed on men and women, particularly in the context of traditional gender roles. He discusses the changing perceptions of masculinity and the pressure on men to conform to certain standards. He challenges the notion that material success or external validation can lead to fulfillment, highlighting the importance of authenticity and self-awareness in navigating personal growth. Dr. Hollis delves into the challenges faced by men in society, including the pressure to meet abstract standards of productivity and success. He discusses the loneliness and isolation that can result from societal expectations and the impact of fear-based responses on men's lives. He emphasizes the need for men to confront their inhibitions and address their inner struggles to live authentically and find fulfillment. Dr. Hollis talks about the fear of the feminine within men and how societal expectations often lead men to estrange themselves from their true selves. He shares a story of a client who was resistant to therapy because of societal norms around masculinity. He highlights the need for men to balance their masculine traits with an awareness of context and relatedness. Dr. Hollis acknowledges the unique challenges that women face, including societal expectations around motherhood, career, and relationships. He discusses the need for genuine reciprocity in relationships and the importance of supporting women's growth and development. He also highlights the progress women have made in challenging traditional role definitions, but notes that there is still work to be done in achieving true gender equality. Dr. Hollis delves into the complexities of psychological diagnosis and the importance of differential diagnosis in therapy. He explains the various types of depression and how they can be biologically, socially, or intrapsychically driven. He emphasizes the need for a nuanced understanding of mental health issues and the limitations of quick diagnoses, especially in the age of social media. Dr. Hollis expresses concern about the impact of social media on mental health and the spread of misinformation. He highlights the lack of genuine dialogue and reflection on online platforms, which can lead to the misappropriation of psychological terms and concepts. He stresses the importance of in-depth observation and conversation in making accurate diagnoses and understanding individuals' inner struggles. Dr. Hollis points out that labeling individuals as depressed or anxious may diminish the severity of their suffering. He suggests that it is essential to look beyond labels and explore the underlying tasks that these emotions may be signaling. Whether it is recovering from past trauma or addressing current challenges, individuals are called to take accountability for their own healing and growth. The conversation delves into the topic of mortality and how acknowledging one's finite existence can bring meaning to life. Dr. Hollis shares his personal reflections on mortality, emphasizing the importance of letting go of ego attachments and living with integrity. He suggests that the fear of death can lead to either depression or frenetic activity, highlighting the need to ask profound questions and live authentically. Dr. Hollis encourages individuals to ask significant questions that expand their understanding of themselves and the world. By choosing paths that enlarge them psychosocially, individuals can experience growth and fulfillment. He stresses the importance of confronting big questions and avoiding the narrow path that leads to stagnation and pathology.